What's up, guys? It's the Cheapster here, and today I'm going to be talking about some motivation for you guys to help you guys pay off your debts. So the first thing I want to say about debt is don't get it. Don't get in debt. If you don't have debt yet, oh man, don't get it. It's not worth it. The only debt that I'd say maybe is a little bit worth it is a mortgage, because you can do some things there where you can actually accrue wealth and stuff. But debt, especially if it's like consumer debt, it's just pointless. Please don't get debt. If it's like student loan debt, I know for my story, I have a lot of student loan debt because I was 18. Didn't really even know what I was getting myself into. I thought that's kind of just what everyone does. And I think that's how a lot of people ended up with student loan debt, massive amounts of student loan debt, just because we didn't fully understand that. Yeah, it's a lot of money, and we're gonna have to pay it back at some point. So, and I know you kind of look at those numbers when you're a kid and see like, okay, well, I'm getting into this much debt, but I should be making like 50,000 a year once I get out of college and stuff. And no, usually you're not making that much. And if you are, you forget about the bills. You forget about just all the things that come up that take away from that money that you're even making, which is probably a lot lower than that. So it's just trying to stay out of debt. Try to stay out of it. Don't try to go into it. If you have it, then try to pay it off. I'm sure that's probably why you're here watching this video, is because you probably are trying to pay it off. So that's a great thing. So just a little bit about my debt, just to be kind of honest and clear about where I was. I finished school with about $90,000 probably in debt, in student loan debt, so very high. Partially because I had to get a lot of private loans, and one of my private loans was about 10% interest, which is just terrible. It's an awful interest loan. And that just really racked up because I think I had to get that in my second year of college. So then for about 3 more years, because then I was deferred from not paying them like 6 months out of college, and my college did take a slight bit longer. It was just racking up that 10% interest. So by the time I got out, yeah, I think it was about 90,000. It was ridiculous with all my loans and stuff. It was about 90,000. So I've been working so much on that over the past years. It's been about 3 or 4 years that I've been working on paying that off. Got married in the time, so my wife has been really helping me. Thank goodness my wife did not have any student loans. So that's really helped that we're just kind of focused on those loans solely. And I'm happy to announce that just last week we paid off my entire private loan. We had refinanced it at one point, so we had a better rate on it, which actually refinanced some of my federal loans, and we paid that entire thing off, and that ended up being like, I think $75,000 was what we've paid off since the beginning time. So that has been amazing. So that's part of the reason why I just want to help you guys and talk to you a little bit about motivating you to help stay on the track of paying off debt, or if you haven't started, to start paying off that debt. Because I would say it seemed so hard at the beginning. I remember thinking, oh man, just looking at the number was like, oh, this is insane. And I'm an entrepreneur, so I've always kind of done my own businesses and stuff. So I started out making less than most people because, of course, when you're an entrepreneur, a lot of times you have to put in the work to even start making money. So it was really hard for me to even make the payments. I think my minimum payment at one point was like $1,000, and that's just the minimum payment to pay it off within like 10 years or 15 years. I can't even remember. So that was just insane to be paying that much every month. Barely making a scratch too at it. I mean, those payments, I would look at how much I was paying in interest, and it would just all pretty much go to interest. Barely any of it went to the principal. So it was super depressing to see that. So yeah, it seems so hard at the beginning because you see that kind of stuff, but you just keep working at it, keep making those small payments. I know I just looked at my payment chart or my payment history on that loan, and just seeing so many of the small things, $100 here, even sometimes maybe $20 here, $20 there. Like, it was all just like these small little things that just really added up to the whole thing is paid. And it's the snowball effect. You keep making those tiny payments, and eventually you get this very big snowball that paid off the whole thing. So just keep working at it. Keep trying. But if you have not started, make a plan, because that's a very important thing. And that's something that really helped me, is to make a plan and know that like what I'm doing is going to get me to this point if I keep sticking on the track. We actually have a plan right now that is how much we need to pay every month to pay off the entire debt that we have, which is still about $30,000 by the end of this year. And that's also including a car that we then got. for some reasons that I probably wouldn't recommend, but we had two cars die on us within 3 weeks, or within, yeah, 3 weeks. So it was a very hard time. We ended up just financing a car because some of the situations we thought that seemed better. I probably wouldn't do that today. But yeah, that's part of that now is paying off that whole debt. So that's about 30,000. But yeah, just making a plan. I just know that we have this plan that if we stick to it, we'll be paid off by like November this year or something like that. So it's pretty awesome to have that. So make those plans because they're motivating to see what you can do. And don't get so caught up in this is my plan to pay off the whole thing. Maybe just make small chunk plans, like where it's, okay, I can pay off this debt, or this chunk of debt, or whatever it is, to kind of just get you rolling, get some motivation. It's really going to help you out. And also, you want to work hard and then work harder, because that's just what you're going to have to do. It is a hard thing to get debt paid off. You really just have to buckle down and work super hard to try to pay the whole thing off, because it really is going to take a long time to get that paid off. And it's not just about the working hard at your work and making money. It's about working hard in the savings department and the being cheap on things. That's why I'm the cheapster. But actually, that's kind of why I've become this way, is because some of it was just really working hard and trying to find those ways to save money so that we could pay off debt. Really helped me learn a lot of stuff about saving money and finance and all those kind of things. So just really working hard at making sure that you're saving where you can. I know we cut our budget down. Me and my wife cut our budget down to pretty low levels at points where it was hard, where we were eating, not much. We were eating like rice and things that were just super cheap, trying to keep our meals around like $1, like for both of us, so 50 cents a person. There was times where that's kind of where things were. But I look back on it, and now that I've made it to the point where we've paid off so much of it, and it's like, we're almost there to where the debt's almost gone. I can see that I'm very happy that we did that stuff and that we were able to achieve those goals so far, and the goals that hopefully we'll achieve at the end of this year. It really does pay off in the end. So just trying to stick to that. And then also thinking about that last payment is just going to be huge. And that's something that has kept me going for so long. Like thinking about that last time. For me, I pay online, but that last click of the payment that says, okay, you're done. You've paid it all off, and your money can be your money again. I think about that a lot. So I think that's a good motivation to just keep thinking about that day that you're going to be able to click that and pay the rest of it off, or lick the envelope and mail in your check, or whatever it is you do. But yeah, I think it's just great to be able to think about that and to know that that day is going to come, and you're going to be able to celebrate that day that you've paid off your loans and you've accomplished this. I also recommend Dave Ramsey. He is somebody that I actually didn't like much at first. I really agreed with a lot of the things he said, but I was also kind of, he's very risk averse. He doesn't really like risk. Kind of to an extreme, and I didn't really agree with that. And I still, in some ways, maybe not agree on everything he says, but I do like his main premise. And we actually were trying to do something where we bought a house while we still had my loans, fix it up, kind of make some money off that, sell it, then pay off loans and stuff. And I think the numbers really would have showed that that was a better plan. We would have been able to pay it off quicker and have a house at the end. We would have more money at the end by doing that. But the numbers are just the numbers, and that's the thing behind it. We're humans. We have emotions. And that's something that Dave talks about a lot. And just watching him, he kind of got into my head because, yeah, I realized, I'm not just a robot who just looks at numbers. Plus, I don't know what the economy is going to do. So he kind of got me where I was like, okay, you know what? I don't really buy a house right now. I want to pay off our debt. So that really, I think, was a big move for me and my wife deciding that. And really, I think we made the right choice in the end, even though we could have been maybe in a better financial position, maybe if we would have bought the house and done some of those things. But I think just the emotional side of it, where we can see like, yeah, we're paying off debt, and every day that we can make a new step is just like exciting. I mean, I'm seriously making like $10 payments off, like, we saved a little bit of money in this budget area, so that's $10. Well, pay it to our debts and stuff. And that's, even that little amount is like really exciting right now, because everything is just a step forward to where we're getting to that point. So I really think that's just a big thing. And then also, you want to get support, and that's friends and family around you. Just having them help you out with, sticking to your budgets, or that can even be somebody that you're saying, hey, keep me accountable. It helps if you're married and you're kind of working through this with somebody, because then they kind of keep you accountable. But yeah, just maybe having that support. Maybe it's a support group that's also debt or something. I never did that, but that could be something that could help you out. Just whatever is going to help you get to that goal. That's going to be a good thing. Also, you keep reading or watching videos and stuff on helping you pay off debt or helping you save. Like this channel. This channel hopefully will help you save more money so that you can pay off debt quicker. But just keep learning and stuff. Keep learning about ways that you can do that and just make more money or find ways to do it. Or I guess just honestly to help keep your mental state in the game for paying off the debt, because that's important. I always kind of catch a Dave Ramsey video every now and then because it kind of keeps my head in the space of, yeah, we're paying off debt, and reminds me about what we're doing. Also, dream. Keep dreaming about that goal. I already said that. Keep dreaming about that end day, but not just the end day. Dream about what you can do with your money again, because when you're tied to these debts and stuff, it just feels like everything you make just gets stripped from you. It's like having somebody stealing your money every month, and you can't really get to enjoy it. So keep dreaming about those days where that money's going to be your money and you get to enjoy it again, because that's just going to be an awesome time. I know I'm so excited for it. I hope you guys are too, because it's just going to be awesome to have that. And yeah, so just keep trying to find ways to look for ways to save money or to make more money or whatever it is. There's got to be so many different things that you can do. So yeah, that's all it really is. Just keep saving, keep putting it towards the debt, and you'll get there someday. I'll be really excited to make a video once we get our debt paid off, but I know just by paying off the amount that we have now, it has been super exciting. And if you've never paid off like a big loan, or maybe any kind of loan, or maybe you haven't even started or paid any of your debts, all the steps along the way are just exciting, and you should take pride in the fact that you are making progress in that. So hopefully that's helpful to you guys. Good luck in paying off all your debts. I really wish you guys the best of luck paying off your debt. I think it's going to be an amazing thing to be debt free and have control of your money again. So thank you guys for watching this, and if you liked it, just remember you can click the like button and also subscribe to my channel. I do 2 videos a week, and yeah, guys, remember, stay cheap, pay off that debt.